What's moist? Oh. I can't tell you. It happens to me every time I listen to a parrot video. Sorry. I got my scissor. Ah, yes, let's go. It's too late. I got scissored. Understandable, me too. It's the rrr, it does something to me.
Ability is something that we all must inevitably face at one point during our lives. Whether we hurt the feelings of a loved one or just straight up clog the toilet to unimaginable degrees.
I have never clogged. Did I clog the toilet?
Scissors? Blah la la la.
Blah 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 blah. Wait. I clogged. Okay, once. Twice. Okay, I have done it twice. But one of them was because I was stupid. Okay, I had a really bad phase. The phase was a little bit like this. What can I flush down the toilet before fucking it up? And then it ended up that I flushed down something that actually fucked it up. And then I had different phases in my life, you know? Yeah, I wasn't a smart kid.
We simply just have to take a step back sometimes and say, sorry, my bad, I screwed
I'm sorry.
up. And as simple as that might sound to a normal person watching this right now, unfortunately, as you might have already concluded from
Never say sorry. Never surrender. It's always just let them go. Just don't say it. It's fine.
being on the internet, accountability is starting to become a
Never.
rarity these days. But if we had some sort of a global competition on seeing who can avoid saying sorry the most consistently, then it would be content creators, especially ones who have a lot of followers and have built such an ego that they have become delusional.
Pirate Software. Dude, I feel so bad for Pirate Software. Like, he was so big and now he's just like doing so not big. And I'm just like, oh man, all you had to do is just say like either nothing or sorry. I do feel a little bit.
And unfortunately, we see many such cases, more specifically in the VTubing community.
Not me. Not me.
Because today, we're talking about the VTuber by the name of Cha-Cha Chilla, someone who tried to cancel another VTuber and her entire agency. And when she got called out, right, when she was proven wrong with receipts...
You see, I already see a red flag. She's powered with Advanced GG instead of gamer subs. That's it. If she would have been powered by gamer subs, she wouldn't have gotten this video. You see? This is why you should get your gamer subs with code SCOOCHAN 10% off. You see? The red flag right over there. What are we talking about? She's a woman alarm. That's nothing but Advanced GG. Oh, come on.
And proof, instead of saying sorry and taking a step back, she instead claimed that she was going to the hospital and she got community noted. And as ridiculous...
Bro, how do you get community noted for going to a hospital or not going to the hospital? What? What?
As this sounds, I wish that's where it ended, because people would uncover that this was her third rebrand from 2 past controversial lives, and after putting the pieces...
You would think that after like the first or the second, you kind of stop being a public nuisance and you just shut the fuck up and you try to focus on the content or whatnot, but I respect it. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Together would start to tell us about the other controversies she was involved in before even becoming Cha-Cha Chilla. I mean, this whole thing was such a disaster that it ended up trending on Twitter. Guys, as this was happening, I could not believe my eyes. Not only was this crash out incredibly bad,
I can't
but it involved a person that literally had zero self-awareness. I can't see this happening otherwise. The humiliation and embarrassment would be too much to handle for a normal person. So look, by now you know me. Once I see a catastrophe like this unfold before my eyes, I think to myself, man, I have to talk to you guys about this. So without further ado, let's do this.
Let's do
All right, so this
this.
whole incident actually took place in Minecraft.
That's another red flag. There you go. Minecraft. Easy. Red flag.
You see, there were two VTubers that created
It's
a server.
over.
The first one was called Lucia, and the second one was called Arissa. The survival multiplayer server they would create, otherwise known as SMP, would be called Invasion Parasite. But it would have a twist. Other than just being an SMP, it was also an RP server, where people roleplayed different characters and made up different
I would roleplay as a sexy spider.
stories and scenarios, all meant to be in good fun. VTubers of very varying sizes and very varying audiences decided to join that server to have a good time together and get to meet new people. Some of these VTubers happened to be from the SOX agency, otherwise known as SVA, one of the few VTuber agencies that is actually still standing and works pretty damn well with its talents. The server took around 3 months to set up and would actually involve the work of multiple people. It would have multiple factions competing.
I have never heard about that agency. There were so many tiny agencies I never even heard of. I am dreading what the contracts might be. Man, you only join an agency if they have actual clout to give you. There's no point joining the smaller ones. I'm not talking about SOCs because I don't know what they offer, but usually I would say either Hololive or nothing. Like VShoujo used to be good. Okay, as much as we knew about it, it used to be good before we realized that they were stealing literally all of the money. Before we knew how it worked, it sounded good, didn't work.
Against one another while being invaded
Yes.
by mobs, and the event in its entirety would last 3 days. After the last day of the server, Lucia would tweet, "Invasion Parasite was a huge undertaking that I didn't fully grasp the intensity of." She'd say that it all started as a silly little idea between her and Arissa, all while thanking the people who helped her set it up, as well as talk about some of the issues that popped up that
Sox is Flork's agency. Dude, I love Flork. He does like the emote. You know those cute little sticky thingies?
they were able to get through anyway. She mentioned how some people produced music, art,
Yeah.
and stories in the server that she was blown away by and that she was very grateful. Overall, a pretty healthy conclusion, right? Well, this was tweeted on November 17th, 2025. On the same day, an hour earlier before Lucia made her tweet, Cha-Cha Chilla would herself make a tweet saying, "I think it's weird that people will act like they're better than you and literally call you inferior to your face and then act like you're the problem."
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm listening. Hold my coffee. I'm listening.
Now, of course, initially her community was
I'm
concerned.
listening.
Like, what do you mean? Who called you inferior? Who could do that? Half an hour later, she would make yet another tweet, this
Okay.
time longer and
I want to point out that these are literally, like, look at it, 47 likes? That's nothing. I can literally tweet out right now that I farted on stream and it would get more likes. So,
specifying exactly what she meant, saying, "I wanted to take a
No.
moment to apologize for how I reacted on the last day of the SMP. I got genuinely frustrated
you have to do it. No, because then they will think that I actually did it. That's not unladylike. It's not. No, I would never. No, go away.
and
No.
let that frustration turn into
No.
anger, and that wasn't fair to anyone. I'm sorry for the way I
Nope.
spoke. That said, I want to be honest about where that frustration came from, because I think it matters. From the start of the SMP, we agreed to hold off on griefing until day 3 so everyone could settle in, build, and actually enjoy the opening experience. When griefing started on days 1 and 2, it didn't just break the rules, it broke the spirit
Can I point out that I will never get tired of women complaining about people being competitive or just like little shits in games? And it's like, oh my god, there was griefing? What do you mean?
of what we were trying to create together. On top of that, hearing things like my team being inferior or that we deserved to die got under my skin.
Wait, so hold up. They are playing a game. They are playing Minecraft. And someone told them to literally to go die in Minecraft. Because it's first of all, it's edgy. Second of all, it's a meme. And oh no. See, this is why I'm telling you. We have to start gatekeeping, man. Literally, go die. A roleplay server, go die in Minecraft. I can't believe that you said that to me. He just typed it. I was just collecting my little rocks, and this is what I get.
Again, more than I expected. I didn't handle that well, and I should have stepped back instead of blowing up. I'm not here to hold.
Okay, hot take. If you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be part of this community or this game. I don't think the world is responsible to cushion your entire surroundings. If you're a little bitch who can't take it, then I'm sorry, then be with the other little bitches who also cannot take it.
Grudges though, I want to move forward and be better and not let my anger get the best of me no matter the circumstance. Alright, well, you read this and you think, okay, well maybe there was some miscommunication in the server, but overall, it's fine. She took a step back, she was like, I'm fine with it.
Please, kid, don't use that your voice, it's too early. Brother, it's 9 p.m. What do you mean?
Not holding grudges, let's move on. Except that's not where things ended, right?
Okay.
She would then reply to this tweet and say, and I also want to be honest about something personal. Being called inferior hit me harder than I let on because I'm disabled. I deal with those kinds of assumptions in real life more often than people realize, and hearing it in a space that's supposed to be fun and welcoming cut a lot deeper. I don't expect everyone to tiptoe around me, but I do expect basic respect. For me, and for anyone else who might be carrying something you can't see, comments like that don't just stay in the game, they stick with you. And that's part of why I reacted the way I did.
Oh, come on. Bro, insecure much? Like, literally, if someone, like, they could call you literally anything in game, it's in game. They can't see you. They probably don't even know that you're disabled. They just called you inferior because you're retarded. And that's it. You're acting like a little pussy in a fucking Minecraft server about a roleplay game making a big fuss, and you're like, they were not really nice to me. They said the bad word and my feet are really, really hurt. Like, bro, come on. How old are you? Honestly.
All right, maybe that was a bit of a stretch. I mean, this is a roleplay server, right? This is just the word inferior here, but it's okay. We can just call that miscommunication, guys. It happens, it's not a big deal.
I guarantee you that the way this context was is that they were probably like role-playing some shit like, oh, you are a peasant and I am the royalty, or some shit like that, like, where there is like a little bit of a power dynamic between the roles, and they were like, you inferior species or something like that. It wasn't actually like, ha, you are inferior because you have this and this and that.
Cha-Cha Chilla had just shut up and not done anything else, things would have been completely okay. Except she didn't,
no.
right?
It was like that? Oh, I can't wait to see
Or
it.
she didn't. And the next day, she would start off
wait.
an incident so massive that it would start trending on Twitter. On November 8th...
This is going to be, again, and this is my pet peeve, when women start saying that FPS games are sexist because there is like a handful of stupid... There's like a handful of stupid boys who are just like, haha, go make me a sandwich, bitch, or something like that. And it's just like the oldest fucking diss in ever known mankind. Everyone knows that they are always going to pick on you. And it's just like, oh no. Also, there's no way she actually messaged Flork. So they are on a roleplay server, and there are these girls who made the server, and they are part of the company that Flork owns. And oh dude, that's such a bitch move. She tried to like snake her way back to the boss to get these VTubers fired. Oh, that's such a cunt move. Oh my god, I already dislike this person.
18th, 2025, Cha-Cha Chilla would make this tweet saying,
Bro.
I tried to talk to Flork about one of his talents having a habit of calling people inferior and how that can seem to disabled people. However, he blocked me.
Wait, so does she tell everyone that she's disabled? Or does she just count on it that she's so famous that everyone knows that she's disabled? Or how does this...
And said not to...
So wait, Does it mean that if someone is disabled, then you want special treatment because you are just not like other people? Isn't that kind of rude? Actually, because like you don't want to, because you literally admit yourself to be mentally or somehow weaker because you can't handle being called X and Y things? I see.
Bring up my personal issues with his talents. I believe calling somebody inferior is demeaning, as it's historically used context. Ad-free.
They are right. They should have called her a stupid bitch. Honestly. It's good because it's unisex. You can call boys a stupid bitch. You can call girls. You can call short people, tall people, literally everyone. You know? Just, you're a stupid bitch.
VT called us that. If you support SOC's Vtuber agency, aka SVA, this is what you're supporting.
Oh no! Oh, this is the thing that someone said something that hurt my fifis. If you're supporting this company, you're literally one of the worst historical people reincarnated alive. Evil. How dare ya?
She would then link a clip of 3 seconds.
It's the 4 genders. Male, female, short and tall. 4 genders, baby girl. 4 genders.
Watch.
I literally almost died in the first like 2 minutes.
Alright, so there's a lot happening in this clip.
Wait, that's it? If anything, I'm going to call this girl like a fucking superhero because how the fuck did she cloak a singular word in this conversation?
But near the end,
What?
right, what she's trying to highlight is ad-free VT saying, you're inferior, we're just better. Just as a reminder, right? We're in Minecraft, they're role-playing, and it does involve player versus player fighting. All right, that's just all I'll say before we continue, all right? Now, she would refer to someone called Flork, and that would actually be the CEO.
Brown, I can't believe that they put poor Flork into this. Come on, it's our boy. It's our beautiful boy. How could they? Yeah, come on. It's so childish. Oh, it's so pathetic.
Of SOC's agency, of SVA. So she was out here trying
our
to cancel one of his
boy.
talents for calling her inferior while calling him out directly, saying that he wasn't doing anything about this. Now look, I don't know what she was expecting, maybe seeing some people rally behind her, maybe she felt that she was truly fighting.
You know, these are the kind of people I actually don't like. Like, hypothetically, let's say someone calls you inferior and you take it to the heart. What's the logical thing? You will go up to that person who said it. You will tell that, hey, you said this thing. I know you probably didn't mean it, but it hurt. Could you not say it again? And the person will be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. My bad, right? But this is not about that. It's about someone said something that I did not like, so I'm going to destroy that someone's career in exchange. That's what she's trying to do. She literally thought that, oh no, I'm disabled, therefore I'm allowed to do literally everything and everyone will support me. So I am just going to have this fucking campaign and go behind this VTuber all the way to the boss, and I will try to peer pressure him to fire that one person. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I was about to say something. I'm not gonna get cancelled for this. No, not for idiots. Nope. Oh, I'm putting my pillow back under my ass.
Fighting for a greater cause here,
No.
but almost immediately after posting this, the entire VTubing community just went up against her because, God, this was such a ridiculous thing to cry about.
It's just so
Malfina,
upsetting.
who was part of SVA, would say, a habit? A 3-second clip is a habit where the person isn't seen? The word was spoken in a roleplay based around factions fighting a war against one another. Wilders were also making comments against other teams. That's how it works. What's unprofessional is approaching Flork as you did, purely trying to get ad-free into some...
See, did I tell you? Did I
Say
tell
it.
you? Did I tell
No
you?
pussy.
What? No, I'm not gonna... Shut up, Pang. Did I tell you that it was literally a roleplay context?
some sort of trouble than being unable to provide evidence. What's unprofessional is stretching his "this is your fight" to him, allegedly approving the word inferior as an attack against disabled people. What's unprofessional is shouting about high raids and subs around those who are role-playing respectfully in open areas. What's unprofessional is starting to instigate other players even after a mod told you to stop, then playing victim as was seen on your stream. She would then specify that this had nothing to do with disabilities and would end this by saying, "This all started because Addy unfriended you. Everyone has the choice to do so. This is a sad reaction." So this of course adds a lot of context that was missing in that initial callout post. As I mentioned earlier, this server had
You know, that's so sad. This girl got upset because she thought that someone thought that she was inferior, but actually she's just a very obnoxious, stupid bitch. And that's even worse. Oh man, that's so sad.
multiple factions, 3 to be exact. They were all competing against one another for the end goal of the entire story involving the server. So I'm sure many of you watching might have...
It gets worse. How does it get worse? It's already... I'm so mad. I'm already so mad. It cannot get worse. Please don't say context matters. I am...
played sports or played just online games in general,
I'm
and understand
waiting.
that shit
I'm
talking
listening.
your opponent is a very normal thing to do, especially saying something like inferior. This wasn't a slur or anything, right? It was actually extremely harmless. Pretty much everyone from
I
SVA
word.
stood up for ad-free, saying, "Hey, this is a role-play server, dumbass." And you even had disabled people, the group of people that she claimed to be speaking for, come out against her, saying, "Yo, you're a dumbass." Inferior.
As a fellow disabled person, both mentally and physically, this is such a non-issue. Cha-Cha is blowing this out of proportion. You automatically assume it was a direct attack on you and your disabilities, which it wasn't. You joined an RP SMP Minecraft server where it was team versus team. If you can't tell the difference between role-playing and people actually attacking you for your disabilities, then you need to take a step back and not participate in things. I agree with this. If you can't handle it, stop trying to change things, then just go away. This entire situation is ridiculous, and the fact that you're trying to drag both SVA talents and Florks through the mud over this is so insanely disrespectful, especially adding @freeze or tags on the thread. Inferior is not a slur. You need to apologize to both Flork, @free, and the other SVA talents and delete this. Bro, soon we will not be able to say literally any words because it will become a slur in someone's heart.
Inferior is not a slur, come on. And then you'd see another member from SVA by the name...
Oh hey, it's the person who kept following me around all of Ofkai after I told them to stop and I had to warn security over her. Oh no, she's a stalker. Oh no, she's a creep. The person who was overstepping my boundaries and touching my arm in comfort over and over when I told them not to touch me and spoke to me like I was less than them. Wait, hold on. Whoa. The inferior treating someone who is inferior? Wow, I did not expect that. Saying I was so brave for going to Ofkai as a trans person rather than talking to me like a normal person. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, she is retarded. Oh, you don't get to play a victim when you're hurt and disrespected so many people. And many know your PL. PL? I'm not sure what I don't know what's that. And terrible things you have done there too. All I can do is wish you find the help you need. Oh, past life. Step away from the internet, find professional help and breathe. Maybe the world will be brighter for you one day where you don't find a need to validate your existence by trying to bring down a... Ooh. Damn, so well spoken. I literally would have just called them retards. This is why I don't talk to people online. I'm not this well spoken.
Of Yami, add more context about their past experiences.
Yeah, it's just your stupid hoe.
With Cha-Cha Chilla, quote tweeting her call out post and saying, "Oh hey, it's the
he's
person
reading
who kept
it up
following me
too.
around the yearly Vtuber convention over and over." Offkai
I
is a
already
trans
read it
person
down.
that so many people, and many know about your past life and the terrible things you've done there. Maybe the world will be brighter for you one day where you don't find a need to validate your
Yeah.
existence by trying to bring down others. So yeah, this wasn't just any random call out post. This
So based. So nicely delivered. Bro, I have anger issues. Mujin is smarter than Scoop pass it on. That's impossible. He's French.
person apparently had a history of being very weird and even had a past life. She used to be another VTuber, but we'll get into that later. For now though, the CEO himself of SVA
Oh no, Flork replied back to, oh no, baby Flork, no.
quote tweet her call out post and tell us about his side of the story, saying, "Yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this.
Bro, that's all I hear is that this girl doesn't know where boundaries are. She keeps following people, touching people, sliding into DMs after being warned not to bother them.
Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding ad-free, and it was not even them speaking, video included. Their team there gave you the statement on what was happening. It was roleplay in a Minecraft faction roleplay, and I will wholeheartedly back my talent that they did no wrong, especially in a 4-second out-of-context clip you originally showed." He'd link a 14-second video, and this was actually what Chacha had sent Lucia's team, right, the person behind the server, to prove that ad-free was somehow an ableist, someone who discriminates against disabled people. Watch for yourself.
I'm watching.
Guys.
They're wild.
Guys, they're
We
like-
gotta give 'em a
yeah,
pass.
what's
Their-
happening
their
with that?
brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I
hard.
was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true. I never.
Right, so in this clip, you can
I'm stupid. I did not hear it. I was listening with all of my ear holes and I can't hear it. The miraculous thing about really is that this girl picked up a singular word.
see a bunch of VTubers saying that the opposite faction, the Wilders, have smaller brains. I guess Chacha was trying to say that this was
What?
ableist, like they were making fun of disabled people. Like, what? Disabled people have smaller brains or something?
Bro, isn't that offensive? Like, if you hear a bad thing and you immediately assume that someone is talking about a group of people, like let's say in this case, like a disabled people, then you are the one whose mind is in the fucking gutter. Like, literally no one brought it up and you took it like you, oh my god.
Yet another stretch.
Bruh.
Even better, Flork would be claiming in his post that the clip that Chacha had sent the mod team didn't even have ad-free speaking in it to begin with. I mean, by this point, the circus was in full swing. This post almost has 1 million views, by the way. This was so ridiculous. It blew so
It's just so sad that I actually really hate these type of people who they are living their daily lives, right? And they encounter a problem, right? The problem is that they get offended by something. And instead of acting like a normal person and reaching out to the person who wronged them, they go behind that person to try to destroy their lives. And it happens. Yeah, okay, it is not a problem, but like let's say that you and I meet and you call me a cunt as a joke, and I am in a bad mood, I am menstruating, I stabbed my toe in the morning, I didn't have breakfast, I am hungry and angry, and I'm like, instead of telling you that, hey, that's really not cool, I will go to your boss and like accuse you of like something that you didn't do, so you will get fired. Like, how fucking unhinged is that? Why would anyone do that? That's just so evil.
much out of proportion. He would then reply to his post and say, "You also stated here other people do it, so why focus on me/SVA? Was it before I told you to not message me any longer as of early October?"
Ooh. So what I'm hearing is that she tried to snake her way into Florx's life. And then she got rejected. And then she decided, you know what? I'm not gonna end this man's entire career. That's what I'm hearing.
And he'd link to images. Here we can see Chacha saying, "Really? Because as I see it, nothing has been taken care of. You guys have known about the inferior things. Lots of people have been calling us it."
That's oh my. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go calm down. It's just one singular stupid person. Yeah, Who is the us? I have only seen one clip where I didn't even hear it, and it was in the context of roleplay.
In the other image, we can see Flork saying, "Hi, Cha-Cha. I will admit I'm a little uncomfortable with your messages right now."
Bro, if I would DM Flork and he would say, "I am uncomfortable with your messages," I would feel so ashamed that I would just dig myself a fucking hole and bury myself. I wouldn't ever try to contact or call him out or just like get in touch in any shape or form. But you do have shame. This person should have a shame too. It's a shameful, embarrassing behavior considering that this person is an adult.
Now, I have been extremely busy because of corpo work and my other work. Though earlier in the year I had more time so I was able to message a bit more freely, I have not had that free time lately. Me not consistently DMing you is not a personal thing, however because of this I'm not sure if I'm comfortable to keep up communication. Best of luck, Cha-Cha. This happened on the...
He phrased it so nicely. Again. Bless these people and their patience, because I do not have that.
6th of October 2025, and after this he would block her. It seemed like that really bothered her, and she's held a grudge against him ever since.
Bro.
He would then continue the thread, saying, "Listen, we knew you were going to fucking do this because you did this shit before to other people. I knew you were going to drop this late. Maybe you thought I'd be asleep so you could get an edge on me? I specifically stayed up because we knew you were going to do this. I don't know why the focus was on me so hard, especially if your problem was ad-free. I don't want anything to do with you."
Oh no. Bro, I had a person like, oh my god, this is like that crazy chick from Spain. Oh my god, I had this happen to me. I am having PTSD. I had a person who really wanted to be my friend. Really fucking wanted to be my friend, and I didn't want to become her friend because she was scaring me. And so she tried literally everything to throw me under the bus. Apparently, she even went to a local police officer thingy to tell them that I was cyberbullying her. I literally never talked to her. I was scared of her because she was freaking me out. I didn't want to be her friend. She was weird. I was uncomfortable. I was like, I don't want to do this. She kept coming to my stream trying to like get like a reaction out of me, and I was like, that's not cool. I don't really want it. Please let us each other be. And she was just like doing crazy. It was so funny because that crazy girl had a friend, and her friend came to me to tell me that, hey Skew, I'm so sorry. I am her friend and she is being really crazy. And I just want you to know that she literally went to the Spanish police department to file a complaint against you. And I was like, I'm not even Spanish. I am literally not even in the country and I have never talked to this girl. And it's just like, I know, it's fine. I just want you to know. And I was like, okay. Literally the same thing. Yeah, men, hero, women.
He would then add more context as to why he knew that she stayed up late, showing DMs from this July 2025.
Bro, maybe she wanted the flork. The big flork. She wanted the florkening. She didn't want the gift, she wanted the flork. No way! No, she wanted the flork!
Here we can see Cha-Cha Chilla saying, "I'm a night owl," and Flork remembered that detail. The last thing he'd say in this thread is, "Honestly, do you not think I stick up for anyone in my agency? Come on." Before he even went into my DMs to try to get me to punish her like a school kid, I knew what was going on. So look, overall, a very
what a strange fucking behavior.
Strongly worded statement by Flork. I mean, after this, if you had any sort of self-awareness, any sort of shame or dignity, you would probably apologize.
But probably, this is where the story ends, right? Like, Flork clapped back and she was like, oh, right, I'm really embarrassed right now, so I guess I will just move on.
Take a step.
Mujin, why is there still more than 20 minutes of the video? Mujin, why? Why is there still so much of the video? Surely she wouldn't continue this, right? Right? Rest is just gamer subs ads? Oh, okay, that's understandable. Code Scoocham for greatness.
Back, maybe deactivate your account, I don't know. But just to show you,
I would probably, I wouldn't deactivate my account, but I would just hide. I would just not use it for like a half year and hope that one day I can come back and rename myself and like people will forget how embarrassing I was.
you how much self-awareness Cha-Cha Chilla
Oh,
truly
yeah.
lacks, she actually would reply to this post
Oh no, oh girl, no, oh no.
saying, actually, that's not what you said, linking DMs. Here we can see the screenshot from the 6th of October in which Flork says, hey, I'm not comfortable really keeping up communication. And we can see the blocked message from Cha-Cha Chilla in which she says, I'm sorry, it's just that this has happened with multiple people and I guess it's really gotten into my head. I won't bring this up again. Flork then says, best of luck, Cha-Cha. And then she says, thank you. Sorry again for letting this get into my head so much. Thank you for understanding. 24 days later, she would
Bro, she wants the Flork. She wants the Flork so hard. This need for this legendary Flork is unyielding. Holy shit. This is not about the brainworms. She wants the Florkening.
say, hey, thank you again for understanding. Wanted to give you some time, but the standees did arrive a bit ago and wanted to thank you for them. I love them so much. You do not have to reply to this, just
I
wanted
love
to...
your mind, Squoochie.
Bro, she's parasocial. She's parasocial. It's like, oh, I you don't need to reply to this. I just really wanted to let you know that I really like it. Oh, she wants the Flork. She wants it. What do you mean, don't encourage me? I'm right. They hated me because I was right.
express my thanks. So look, I don't know what the whole
Also, can I just point out that this is literally the exact same thing that Flork posted? Like, there is no edits to it. It's just now you can see her comment, which makes it just a little bit more pathetic. So, what the fuck?
point of this was, Flork
I am usually all for adding more context, but all I can see is that this person really needs to get laid because she ain't getting the Flork.
would just reply with, that's pretty clearly don't message me anymore, right? And that was the whole point. That's why he linked these DMs in the first place. It doesn't matter what she replied with. The whole point was that on the 6th of October, 2025, Flork said, I'm not comfortable keeping up communication. Bye, right? Like, thank you. This was the nicest way he could say it.
Honestly, yeah, he said it very nicely.
Cha-Chilla would then reply again
Oh,
saying,
no.
that's
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She literally said that I can't understand because I'm autistic. Oh no. Oh no, girl, no. It's like he's trying to say it in a way that she will not end up in tears. Right? Like just be like very softly like, hey, I don't really feel comfortable. Is that okay? And it's like, I am too fucking stupid to understand. Say that you're unwilling to give me the floor.
Best of wishes, Squillubbers.
Hey, it's like, are you giving me the flork? I'm waiting for the flork. Where is it? I ordered the standees. I demand at least one florking per week. Oh, girl, no.
not what you said? You said you're not sure if you want to keep communication.
Oh, that's not... Oh, girl. Oh, no. Oh. Bro. You're denser than a tungsten cube. Holy shit.
Be clear, communicate like an adult, especially when you're communicating with somebody
That's the funny part because he did actually communicate like an adult, like a really polite, gentle adult.
who's told you they're autistic in the past. At this point, she's like, apologize or draw 25 disability cards and use one of them. Like, what the hell is going on? The top reply on her reply would out-ratio her by 20 times and would say, medically or self-diagnosed.
I already know the answer to that. I already know the answer to that. Yeah. Or draw 25. Yeah, dude. He's drowning in Uno
Drum up
cards.
drama over nothing. Insist on getting the manager of the company. Seduce the manager to get the flork, as was the plan all along. 5D chess.
Lads, if you try to cancel a guy, what are your chances of getting the flork? I'm asking for a friend. Because, you know, like, Maybe that's what I need to get. Like, if I almost get someone fired, what are my chances? You know, maybe she's counting on a hate fuck. You know? 50%, minus 0, not zero, non-existence. You can always get a hate fuck. You have to consider that.
Not to mention that there are so many autistic people in her replies expressing how angry they are that someone is using their condition as an excuse.
This is what happens when literally having mental illness becomes a vibe, you know? When literally anyone can say that, oh, I have ADHD, I have autism, but they don't actually get an official statement. But you're just like, aha, I'm so ditzy and I'm always late from everything. Tee-hee, I must be that. And like everyone else who is actually like diagnosed with this shit is just like, oh, you're just making us look bad because you're a stupid child who cannot handle opinions. You know?
To not take accountability. Like, look,
Listen, I don't even need ChatGPT. For me, Chat diagnoses me with all kinds of illness. But even I know that it's not real.
I've seen my fair share of absolute train wrecks of VTubers, but no one has ever taken it this far of replying to something so clear-cut and still trying to paint themselves as a victim. And you know what the worst part is, or I guess the best part, since you're probably entertained? We're not even...
I loved it. You know you can learn social cues, right? What? You're telling me to learn? No. It's the entire internet who's wrong. I don't think so. Sorry, buddy. I don't think so.
And halfway through, it gets so much worse. The next tweet during this entire shitstorm would be from Nikita, someone who actually helped Lucia.
Wait, I actually want to see the comments. I'm not sure I'm comfortable keeping up communication. Is them saying they don't wanna... they can merge it. Oh... That's amazing. It's like a fucking HDMI cable. I'm ODHD as fuck, and even I know that. Also autistic, and they clearly stated they were uncomfortable at the start of the message, then followed up with not sure if they're comfortable talking in the future. If they don't message you and later block you, then that's pretty clear. Real rich of you to tell someone to communicate like an adult when you're acting like a child. As someone with social cue issues myself, let me give you a piece of advice, and I mean this as respectfully I can. If someone says they are uncomfortable keeping up the communication, then you need to leave the conversation. Apologize if necessary and just leave. I'm autistic. He told you in the most work Outlook business email polite way to shut up in his DMs. Best of luck.
We're putting our singular brain cells to work to provide you with a rigorously tested and assessed diagnosis. In most cases, you'd have to charge thousands for a second opinion.
Yeah.
Be glad everyone here gets to weigh in.
That's true.
Letter yippee.
That's
now,
very true.
If you'd only fold your laundry.
I did it! I did it yesterday, actually. Be proud of me. Wait, you need to pay us now. Aww.
Worse. The next tweet during this entire shitstorm would be from Nikita, someone who actually helped Lucia and Arissa make the server and was a staff member. He'd say, I am the staff member who personally handled Chacha's ticket regarding this matter. I feel it is important to clarify the timeline and the...
Bro, can you imagine shitposting so hard that literally everyone from that company comes to shit talk you?
Facts of our investigation for the public record.
It's amazing.
Initial contact. This issue began when Chacha posted a call out in the public Wilders faction Discord channel tagging...
You know, I should go at someone. I feel like that I don't get enough engagement. Maybe like pick someone and I'm gonna like trash talk them. I'm gonna go at them. Maybe not. No. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Ad-free. I removed that post to de-escalate public tension and immediately reached out to Chacha privately to explain that public callouts can create a hostile environment. Protocol.
Hassan, I'm not talking to Hassan. He's weird. I don't want that. No. Go after Bao, but I love Bao. I just hated that she burps into my ears. It's not the kind of ASMR experience I want.
I directed her to open an official ticket so the admin team could review the issue properly and fairly. We went back to the ticket she opened before and continued the conversation there. the investigation. Upon reviewing the original evidence provided in the ticket prior to her public post, we found no evidence of malicious behavior or targeted harassment toward Cha-Cha. Misidentification. Crucially, the individual speaking in the evidence provided for review is not ad-free. So just...
She just wanted blood. She was like, I don't care. This is my way to the flork. And I'm following my holes. The holes crave the flork.
So let's just examine this for a second, right?
I'm going to burn literally anyone in my way. I do not care. I'm coming.
A staff member is telling us right now that the person who was saying inferior to begin with wasn't even ad.
She wanted ad revenue for the evidence. What? Ad revenue for the evidence? What are you talking about? What does ad-free thing mean? I think that's the person, the VTuber. I think that's just her name. No?
Free. This whole incident happened on the basis of wrong delusional information. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's just the VTuber's name. It has nothing to do with money. Don't get distracted. Jingle, jingle. Keep up with the conversation, gentlemen, or I will diagnose you with the ADHD. DHD, yes. There you go. Boom.
Absolutely incredible.
Ooh,
Anyway,
I need keys. I don't have keys. What can I jingle for you? Fuck, I don't even have... Wait, I do have my coins. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. Jingle, jingle. There you go. I have D&D coins. Oh hell yeah. It's fake coin, but it works.
next section would be called
Jingle,
Event
jingle.
Context. This was a 3-day Minecraft faction PvP event featuring 3 distinct factions. Wilders, military, and scientists. Intense, in-character banter and trash talk between factions are common expectations of the roleplay genre rather than malicious attacks. All 3 factions engaged in this behavior as part of the competitive atmosphere throughout the 3 days. And if someone ever took it too far and turned it into hate speech or targeting specific individuals, staff would reprimand said individual and remove them from the server. Roleplay context. So here he'll be talking about the clip specifically. The specific comments in the clip regarding small brains were made by the player in the video who, like...
I can't believe... So wait, did they say the word inferior? Or did they just say that they have small brains? Because I was trying to listen to the word inferior. I heard the small brain, but I didn't hear the word inferior. Both were sad. If you get offended by something as small brain... then you know what? Then you are one. I'm sorry. If you took it that personally, I think you might just be right.
Ad-free was playing a Wilder Gone scientist. The player involved confirmed this intent, stating, I quite literally was making fun of myself because I started as a Wilder, so I was the small brain in the room. Admission of widespread usage. In private DMs prior to the ticket investigation, Cha-Cha stated, lots of people have been calling us inferior. This admission confirmed she was aware the term was being used broadly by the...
So what I'm hearing is that her team had a skill issue and they fucking sucked. Yeah. It's embarrassing, especially in Minecraft.
Opposing faction against the Wilders group as a whole. Terminology. Cha-Cha alleged that Ad-Free used the word inferior. We found no evidence of Ad-Free using this term towards her. However, regarding the term itself, inferior is a standard adjective meaning lower in rank, status, or quality. In the context of a competitive PvP...
Oh, don't worry. There will be always people who will be able to take literally anything out of context and make it about them. They literally have nothing to live for. They have no skills. They have no talent, they have no personality, they have no sense of humor. They literally are just unlikable, obnoxious, and ugly inside and outside. So all they have in the world is to be offended and try to pull other people down, because the more people you pull down, the higher you will be, regardless how obnoxious you are.
Faction war, this is standard terminology used to denote an opposing team's skill or ranking. In the ticket, Cha-Cha explicitly rejected the validity of roleplay context
I am offended by that, Skew. Mwah. No, you're not.
entirely, asking, are you saying calling people inferior is okay if it's roleplay? After
Yes. Yes. You know what? Yes. Because it's roleplay. Again, this is where I will open the book of This is fiction and not reality. And what happens is based off of a game. You are playing a game. It's like actors calling each other literally whatever. Yes, it is all right. It's not anything bad.
I asked, may I ask, was it in reference of
Fiction isn't reality? Bro, that's my biggest pet peeve. I think this generation is full of people who can't make a difference between reality and fiction. And they actually just really can't handle it. And that's why we have all these idiots trying to butt in like, oh my god, that animes, I think it's really problematic. I wish you'd change it. I blame AI. I blame their fucking parents. Because they raised retards.
Faction RP? Resolution. I informed Chacha that while we take reports seriously, we could not find a violation of server rules based on the evidence provided. Transparency. I explicitly stated that we would not stop her from going public if she felt she needed to, as we
Dude, this should have been so easy. Just kick her out of the server. Like, literally, who cares? There is one girl with hurt fifis who is trying to stir a lot of shit, trying to get the floor. Just kick her out. Ban her. Who cares?
believe in open communication. Current conduct. While we respect the right to voice concerns, we definitively do not support the targeted behavior currently being exhibited. Inconclusive and manipulated footage. The public accusation relies on a highly zoomed in, chaotic 3-second snippet. In this clip, multiple conversations overlap and the visual is obscured. Adfree's character is not visible in the scene because we cannot see who is speaking and the audio is chaotic. It is factually impossible to verify if Adfree is the
Damn, they really went deep into this. Like really go deep into this. It's like, you see this? According to the encyclopedia of a 183 paragraph, we are not at fault, she's stupid.
speaker. Attributing a specific voice to her in this chaos
Holy
is a
shit.
massive stretch and does not constitute valid evidence. Audio context.
I think they just wanted to make sure that it's obvious that they didn't commit anything, you know? It's like, look at us, we looked into it, she's just wrong, leave Flork alone.
Even if one strains to isolate the faint background voice in this chaotic clip, the phrase audible is "they are inferior, we are just better." This phrasing explicitly links the term inferior to a competitive comparison of skill and faction strength, in parentheses, better. Uttering the sentiment privately among teammates is standard morale.
Bro, when something like this happens, what I would do is that I would put these people into a game of like Call of Duty or whatever with like a handful of teenage boys. The teenage boys part is important because they are the meanest shits ever known to mankind. And you have to play a game with them until you reach that emotional stage where they cannot make you cry anymore. Yeah, CSGO. That would be my punishment. Once you can actually join in the game and just call them a retard back without shedding tears, then you're ready for the real world. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. They gotta do it. Give them one League of Legends match with me and my account will be banned. That's not helpful, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Yeah, thank you.
Building, not a targeted slur. However, again, we cannot verify it was Adfree who said this. Retroactive evidence hunting. In her messages to Flork, Cha-Cha admitted, "I'm going to hunt down the clips." The statement, made after the accusation was leveled, suggests the conclusion, in parentheses, that Adfree was guilty, was formed before any evidence was actually found. This explains why the eventual proof was a misidentified clip of a different person. Unprofessional escalation. Cha-Cha claims she contacted the SVA agency owner Flork and he did nothing. This is a misrepresentation.
I can't believe all because she wanted the Flork. When you wanna get Florked so hard that you're willing to throw him under the bus. Cruel love.
Screenshot of that conversation shows Flork enforcing a standard professional boundary, refusing to allow personal confidence.
She was unironically horny. She's just opening up Flork's Twitter and it's just like, I love you so much, I wish you would draw me.
Conflict, where one party has blocked the other, to be escalated into management harassment. Flork directed her to respect the block, that matter is settled, rather than validating her attempt to bypass it. And finally, conclusion. We stand definitively by our investigation. It is unacceptable that a situation defined by manipulated evidence and misidentification has escalated to the point where independent event staff must intervene to correct the public record. We expect all participants to adhere to professional standards, and we will not validate the use of misinformation to target community members or external agency leadership. Nikita would then link a screenshot in which he was talking to Cha-Cha, saying, "Hi Cha-Cha, we are taking your report very
Bro, I would literally not read after the first paragraph. I respect them from writing so much, but they should have just said, "Hi Cha-Cha, you're stupid. Please go to church or something. Get a hobby.
seriously and are
Read a book. York off, okay? No, not November is so 2020.
reviewing the matter." He would then
You
state
dumb
everything that was
hoe.
already stated in his Twitter post. Like, for example, the fact that this was completely fine in a roleplay setting. There was nothing weird that was said here. 7 hours later, Cha-Cha Chilla would reply to him, saying, "I've decided I'm going public with this."
Oh no, she just doesn't know what to say. Oh my god, you stupid, stupid female with your stupid, stupid female brain cells. You're just... You know what? I actually love it that her avatar decoration, a little angel wings and a halo, because this exactly shows how she thinks of herself. Eternal angel, a victim, can never do anything wrong. She is the hurt innocent. Oh no.
And in order to avoid the VTuber who streamed it getting involved, I've zoomed in to not show them. So look, overall, this was
Bruh.
a very well-crafted post. I mean, he really talked about everything here, giving us context.
And this is probably where she turned around and said, "I am so sorry for everything I caused. I realize my mistake now." And she turned around and said that I just love Flork so much. I just really wanted a connection.
In every
But then Mujin, why is the video halfway? Mujin, what is that? Why is the video only halfway? Hello? Why? Why is there still more? We need to talk about this.
way imaginable, and indirectly managed to make Cha-Cha Chilla look like
no.
an even bigger clown than she already was. Not only was she linking a very hyper-focused 3-second clip, but there was no way to verify that it was even ad-free who said it. Most likely, that wasn't even the case. This was a clear vendetta that she had because she had her feelings hurt that the CEO of SVA had blocked her and that ad-free had unfriended her. It was just pathetic. So of course, we can't have proper VTuber drama without the
no.
good old community notes, and her initial post did get that treatment. It would say, "This was a roleplay server where people were acting. The people have no idea what this person's disabilities were. And their words were not a direct attack to this individual. It was directed at the group in the roleplay, only in the role."
I also like it that they said that they are inferior, and she immediately thought that they were talking about her. Like literally, it was addressed as a group that they are inferior, we are smarter. And it's just, wait, hold up, she talked about me? It was me? A Vicky on common sense? Bro. We should rewrite that into uncommon sense. Or like a rare sense. A legendary sense. Or something, because no one fucking has it anymore.
Play. The community would then link 3 different Wikipedia links, with the first one being roleplay, the second one being acting, and the third one being common sense.
That's so embarrassing. I think I would rename myself and change countries or something. Change accents. I would say that I am from the Bahamas. I am a thick woman from the Bahamas. That would be my next VTuber.
Whoever wrote this was an absolute savage, dude. Holy shit. Now, of
crazy.
course, when you're a complete delusional idiot, it's really not enough when you can't take accountability after making false accusations. No, the cherry on top is being a hypocrite. And that's exactly what would happen when
Orc?
the VTuber Zion would show us a clip of that roleplay server in which they took the axe of Cha-Cha and Cha-Cha called her a bitch. Watch.
Her abs back.
Please, I'm alive.
Why?
Cause I'm alive, bitch.
Wow, so she's allowed to call people names, but when she, or not even she because it wasn't aimed at her, her group of people gets called playfully, then that's a no, 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 no.
So Cha-Cha's out here saying, oh my god, name calling, you're calling me inferior, ableist, blah, blah, blah. Bro, whoa. Hello.
Also, I will put this in here. You called me a bitch when I wouldn't give you back your axe. I want to add to the context, Cha-Cha had died the night before, which meant that we were using her items since she had no need for them. My character was a dementia-ridden old lady. So I had been running around with it like I had no idea what she was talking about. I had planned to give it back to her the entire time, but wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. In no way warranted being called a bitch and broke my roleplay. I don't really... Come on. I don't really care about being called it, but it does show that it shows that she thinks that her name calling rule only applies to the other people and herself. It's because she's a childish little twat. That's really it.
Oh, you're out here using the B word, woman. As everything was burning, and this was literally trending on Twitter, Adfree would make this tweet saying, oh, hey, good morning, in which you'd see this gif that sums things up very perfectly. They're walking into a burning apartment, dude. But you see, the thing with Cha-Cha Chilla is that she had so much more to offer to the world. That's right. Even after everything that's happened so far, she didn't think it would be a good idea to get rid of her phone or something. No, instead she'd get the incredible idea of making things 100 times worse.
No, she can't. She can't. How? She can't. She can't. I don't believe it. She can't. No. How? How else would you make it? How?
Worse. By not shutting up and going as far as starting a fundraiser to sue people.
Oh no, there's no way. There's no way she put out a link to give to people give her money.
People defaming her name. I wish I was joking.
No.
After Cha-Cha Chilla's tweet would get community noted, she would swiftly delete it. But that didn't stop the whole incident from trending on Twitter and making people aware of who Cha-Cha Chilla truly was. This is when people would start to uncover her past. Apollo Mythos would make this tweet saying, let me give you some more context. Cha-Cha Chilla, aka Bunny Alisu. I was nice, respectful.
Never heard of her. Literal who?
And tried to be a friend at the time. I wanted you to get help. You harassed me and my friends and so many others for years. You have doxed IRL faces / names. Bullied, spread lies, and got blacklisted from Mythos for a good reason. Mythos being the agency that she's a part of. I gave them a 10+ page document. When we didn't give you what you wanted, you did revenge porn.
What? 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 How? What? 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 What?
Yes, that's the P word, adult videos. Every single time I had something awesome happen to me, you got butthurt with my success early on. You shared it everywhere and people saw that side of me. You took my power, and just 2 days before TwitchCon, where I wanted to see people for the first time, my first event, I had to listen to so many people saying they were on my side and that they saw it. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want that. But you didn't stop there. You kept harassing me for months on end because I wasn't flinching in public. You had to make videos, accounts, and spreading it all over Mythos. I didn't feel safe anymore. I was so overwhelmed I couldn't even stream properly because of you. I lost a lot of things and it harmed me.
What? Wait. Sorry. How does someone does the revenge P thing? What? Like, what with AI or like drawn pictures or like what are we talking about? In real life stuff of her, but you will see. Oh god, I don't like this person. Don't let me at him.
So obviously that's a crazy accusation, right? It seemed like Cha-Cha Chilla wasn't just someone who was desperate for clout, going after an agency and its CEO. This was someone who was genuinely dangerous, who had hurt people in the past and tried to rebrand to get...
Apollo does the spicy stuff. Oh, okay, so it's like they like Fansly or Olivia, what OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
Away from that without, of course, taking any accountability. The replies on this post would be nothing but supportive to Apollo, with quite a few friends confirming, yes, you went through so much, we're here for you, and now you can finally let it out comfortably because we're here to back you up. Apollo's post would make Cha-Cha Chilla finally make
no, here comes the pity party. There you go.
Some sort of statement after deleting her initial call out. And this is what she had to say. She'd start off with, I feel so empty. I lost everything. And I really have nobody to blame but myself.
Can I point out that Mujin picked a really funny music to the back?
I will say I genuinely thought using inferior was bad, but when everybody disagrees with you, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. I will say I saw Apollo's post and I never doxed anybody nor did revenge porn. That's going too far. Please provide evidence.
Oh, let me just show how you showed pictures of me doing something I don't want out there. You're a genius. You're a goddamn genius.
I'm taking a step back from the internet. I feel like I just need to delve deeper into therapy about my impulsiveness and my sadness that turns into anger. I made a very impulsive mistake last night, so this is the last time I'll have access to my phone for a while. I don't know when or if I'll be back.
Okay, and surely this is exactly where she turned around and decided to better her life. Mujin, why is there still more than 15 minutes out of the video? What do you mean there?
I'm sorry that I caused drama and sorry to those I hurt. Now,
What
one
the
thing I want
fuck?
to point out in this amazingly well-crafted statement is that she had never apologized to either Adfree or Flork, nor did she
Because this is not an apology. This is the, oh my god, I am at a really bad place because of all these things. And I am so fragile and I'm in so much trouble. And it's like, oh no, and I hate myself. Feel bad for me. Also give me money. If you guys could just use code Skuchan at Gamershops for 10% off, that would be really nice.
apologized to the server owners or the staff that was very professional with her, by the way. She just says, hey, I have nobody to blame but myself. I made a mistake, but she never really took accountability to the people that she was trying to destroy. She was literally trying to cancel people.
I
Someone
heard a
would
money
point
request.
I deserve $5 right now.
this out in the replies, saying you never apologized to Adfree or Flork. You're trying to dodge responsibility for what you did to Apollo and to Yami. This isn't nearly enough, and you're just doing this for damage
Women and accountability, we don't do that. You know, we should make that. We should make that a slur. Accountability. It's like, you know how you're not allowed to use certain words to certain people? We should make the word accountability become a slur and you cannot use it against women. Yeah. And it would be just the A word. Yeah, the A slur.
control. She'd reply with, I will say that I did say Yami was brave for showing her face without a mask, but not for being trans. I can't take responsibility for things I didn't do. As for the lack of apology towards Adfree and Flork,
Accountability is sexist because it impacts women more than men. So true. I'm going to start banning all of you.
they've told me they want nothing to do with me, and I'm respecting that.
Wait. I didn't listen because you guys keep nicing.
Apology towards Adfree, but not for. She'd reply with, I follow and to Yami. This isn't nearly enough, and you're just doing this for damage control. She'd reply with, I will say that I did say Yami was brave for showing her face without a mask, but not for being trans. I can't take responsibility for things I didn't do.
Wait, I did say Yomi was brave for showing her face without a mask, but not for being trans. Am I the only one who thinks that's a little bit offensive? If someone would tell me that, Scoo, you're so brave for showing your face, I would be like, I'm a little bit, I'm having mixed feelings about this compliment. What the fuck? Here, have the. You didn't want to wear a mask? Here is a McDonald's bag instead. Jesus Christ, dude.
As for the lack of apology towards Adfree and Flork,
Kinda
they've told me
rude.
they want nothing to do with me, and I'm respecting that. I swear, man, if lack of self-awareness was a person, I think it would personify itself. It would show up and manifest as
My
Chow
Milky
Chow.
Way mistress.
Oh
Treasure
yeah.
weekly food you giveth. From drama you protecteth.
Mhm.
Forgive us for our short jokes and furry allegations as you forgive your threats of violence. For you are the Squadentch, the booty and the holy thigs are men.
Yeah.
Chilla. I need to point out the fact that this post almost has 700,000 views, but man, I mean, you can tell a lot from the engagement, right? Almost 100 comments, all completely pooping on her entire existence. And even though that was the case, she would still make an
Oh no.
effort to reply to Apollo's post, linking her statement there, saying, posting this here too. Of course, literally just one like on this whole thing. I think she liked it herself or something. And as you might expect, there's not a single positive reply here. Now look, this had already blown way beyond proportion, right? And even though this was a very unlikable, vile person who just can't say sorry no matter what and has past lives in which they actually hurt other people, I think it's safe to say that things would have died down if...
Die down. Hmm.
You know, Cha-Cha Chilla actually stepped back and didn't touch her phone anymore.
Cool, you are so brave to show your chest in the cooking stream. Your totally humongous chest. Positively massive. Gravity-inducing. Chestilicious. Just a little flat as a board.
Flog that man right away. Right now. Just grab him and flog that man.
But did that actually happen? As you might expect, hell no. Because not even 20 minutes later, she
Oh god. Oh god. Here we go.
would tweet out, "I'll be heading off to the hospital soon and won't have access to my phone."
I don't... What are they going to do to you? Just like a medical professional will slap you? That like, okay, you were stupid? Like, what?
People, of course, didn't believe her. It's been 20 minutes since you posted that image, bro. Are you just farming for pity? She would then reply to her post saying, "Since people don't believe..."
Did she go to the dentist or something? It's like, I'm going to the hospital. Also her, actually, at the dentist.
me, while linking an image of presumably her in a hospital room while censoring her face.
Yeah?
People still didn't believe her, so she replied even further, saying also, "I wasn't hospitalized in under 22 minutes. I had been there since November 17th. I was waiting to be transferred to a psych ward. However, the psych ward was full, so I was discharged instead." Linking an image that showed her hospital history, saying that on November 17th, 2025, she had gone to the emergency department. So what she didn't realize by doing this is that
So, she was playing Minecraft, and someone said something that hurt her, and she... Psych ward? Really? And, like, even the idea is like, how are these people surviving in the wild? Unironically, how is it possible that they are alive and they just didn't crumble because someone said that, I don't know, they look tired or something?
she exposed the fact that she had made her initial call-out post while being in the hospital, which meant that her tweet saying "I'm headed to the hospital" was a lie. She was already there. She was only fishing for attention. Her initial call-out post was made on November 18th, 2025. She made this while waiting.
Bro, she's not good at math. She was like, okay, I will make this, like, there will be the proof, and she didn't think about the math. This is why I say, like, if you are shit at lying, then just don't. You will be always caught in it because you don't think about the timeline and whatnot.
To go to the psych ward.
Bro.
So I'm sure it comes as no surprise that her hospital post got community noted. But
Can you imagine it would have been like an AI generated like picture? It's like, oh yeah, I'm at the hospital. Also, it's just like ChatGPT made it or something.
before we get into that, we'd find out through another VTuber's quote tweet that Cha-Cha Chilla didn't just have one past life.
Oh my
she
God.
had two. They'd say, "You don't know when to quit, do you?" 3 years ago, before she was Cha-Cha Chilla, before she was Bunny Ilisu, she was Nia Charisse. She tried to cancel me on my birthday subathon when I was being
How kind of her. Happy birthday. What's in the box? It's your cancellation, bitch. What the fuck?
vulnerable to her privately, and she twisted my insecurities to try and scare me out of the VTubing space. She
It's
also
so
tried to
mean.
drive a wedge between me and one of my best friends while screwing them out of hundreds of dollars. Seeing you do all this and worse to so many other people makes me fucking sick. 3 years later and you haven't changed a bit. Fuck off and never come back. It seemed like Cha-Cha had a track record, and every time she would
Damn.
get caught, she would just rebrand into a new VTuber. As time went on, more and more people caught on to the idea that this was another identity of the same person that screwed them over in the past. This content creator would claim that
Dude, oh, this is where you have been hiding, bro. I would be terrified.
Cha Chilla was the same
Oh,
girl who
shit.
crashed a dinner party that a friend of theirs hosted back in TwitchCon Vegas, never paid a part of her bill, and irresponsibly drank with strangers during the event. People were very uncomfortable with the fact that she was mixing her medication with alcohol. The list, of course, here would go on, with her being accused of spreading multiple false rumors about the content creator and their friends in question, and sending lewd photos of herself with zero consent to this content creator that she since then deleted, even claiming that Cha Chilla was also a doxer, something that many others in the community have already claimed. This wasn't just a serial offender at this point, this was like an on-the-run fugitive in the Vtuber community. What the hell?
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? How are you?
Is this? But the thing is, this wasn't just about her past controversies. People were doubting the picture that she linked. Even though her face is censored, you can see on the edge here that the hair is pink and it's fairly long. The community note on her post about the hospital would actually talk about this, saying the picture OP provided in the subtweet is not them. It is highly likely they are lying for pity. They are a known liar to gain social equity.
They should have asked under the comments to tell like what color is your hair without telling her that she didn't censor it out.
Linking a tweet.
Let's just say, oh, it's
that
brown.
tweet would say, this picture is not her. She doesn't have pink dyed hair. Her hair is natural brown / dark blonde mix. Seen what she looked like in Zentrea's off-guy
Okay, to be fair, it's entirely possible that she dyed her hair. You know, like it's not illegal to dye your hair at home. She could be pink.
Stream where she heavily self-promoted herself to the point that both Zen and our favorite monarch got uncomfortable. This is a fake pic. So apparently that's also bonus info. She was heavily self-promoting in someone else's stream during the convention. Wonderful.
Maybe I have pink hair. You don't know. You haven't seen me since a week. Maybe it's blue.
They would then reply to their own post saying, for anyone doubting my words, this is her a month ago, still short blonde brownish hair.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not even that. Wait, is that a wig? This might be a wig, actually. Because it's too dense and you can't see the hairline. This is a wig. Yeah, this is not real. This is a wig.
Taken from her own media tab. Now get off my bum just because I'm speaking facts. So yeah, as we can see, this is short hair and there's not a single shade
It's a wig.
Pink. Now look, Cha-Cha apparently is a cosplayer.
As a person with ER history, broken leg, sheesh.
Used the
Sheisha.
wig at Offkai, and some people were also alleging that this image was actually taken from a thread from somewhere else, but it
the virtual asylum. The Vagina Whisper Network. Hello? The what? The Vagina Whisper. Oh my god, that's amazing. What is that? That's the kind of job I want. Hello? The Vagina Whisperer.
actually wasn't, as much as it's believable seeing who we're dealing with here. Someone actually just took Chacha's picture and posted it in this thread, which was about VTubers. Additionally, this image was being posted saying that it's the original one without the emoji, but it's actually AI, and you can see this on the monitor in the back.
So it is actually AI generated. Oh my god, I fucking knew it. I freaking knew it.
Even God community noted. The reason why I'm pointing this out is because we don't need fake proof to prove that this is a very weird story, because all we have to do is look at her Discord server when this was all going down. Someone would compile images of what was going on in her Discord.
No, the uncensored is AI. Oh, okay. I still don't trust her.
After she had posted the hospital pic, and it shows us a clear understanding of how she was trying her best to prove that she was actually in the room with the help of her community. The first thing she'd do is post this.
That's a wig. I told you. I told you. I told you it was a wig. I can smell it.
Saying, also, yes, I have pink hair and the brown hair is a wig, confirming that, yes, she was cosplaying at Offguy. She currently has pink hair. Her own Discord was kind of doubting her, saying, maybe you have a friend who took this picture, to which Chacha
Or maybe the pink is a wig. Maybe she's bald. It was Tectone all along. Yeah, that's it. That's right. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
would reply with, so I have a pink-haired friend I got to send me hospital pics and a
Knew
selfie
it.
right now? That's kind of dumb. Regardless though, her Discord wasn't really on her side. They were pushing her to get a piece of paper and write the name and the date so that people understand that this is actually her. She would then go ahead and post it, replying to the initial post of her proving she has pink hair. The image would say Cha-Cha, but the date would be very weird.
119. Well, she's very bad with numbers and whatnot, so maybe she just doesn't know how to write it.
It would say 1/1/9. That's what it looked
119?
like. Her Discord would point this out. What is this, 119? To which Cha-Cha would say, no, it's meant to say 11/19. I know my handwriting is bad.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
But damn. Someone would then say, what's with the date and different hair shade? To which she would say, the hair is the same, it's my same hair. A couple of people would believe this, but many others wouldn't. Some of the people in the Discord would ask her to take another picture that's clearer, that has a better date, and she would say, because you're doubting me when I'm showing proof and making me take more and more photos, it feels like you're trolling me. She'd then finally give in and say, fine, I'll take another photo with the same shirt that she had worn in the hospital. And then as someone was giving her advice as to how she could stand up to make the lighting look better and match the picture in the hospital, she would say, I don't like standing a lot. I stood for one photo quickly and started feeling
Bro, it's a picture. What do you mean you don't like standing a lot? Hello?
dizzy. Someone would say, come on now. To which she would say, you do realize I have a heart condition that makes me faint.
Oh, okay. So there you go. The third one. It's also a heart condition. Okay, we really have to start keeping notes because there's just too much, man.
When I stand for long periods, I can show you the tilt.
How did she go to a convention? How did she walk enough and be strong enough to sex pest that one guy if she can't even stand up for like 5 seconds to take a picture?
Table test. To which one of the people trying to help her would say, okay, I give up, you are a liar. She would then post the image of that test, right? Even though a lot of people were already turning on her by this point. And after many minutes of arguing about how she gets dizzy when she's standing up and how she can't do it, someone would just say, hey, can you just do it sitting?
So she's, when I stand, I'm more prone to faint. Stand against a fridge bridge? Bitch, what?
Down? Can you just shut up and do it sitting down? She'd say, okay, fine. And then she'd finally take another picture with her.
Where is the... Oh my god, she's actually stupid. Where's the sticky note? All they wanted is the sticky note with the goddamn numbers, not with the hands. And oh my god. How is she so bad at these instructions? I'm not even surprised that she got offended. Holy shit.
Her sitting down. As far as I'm aware, though, she wouldn't post this one on Twitter. Someone mentioned that she's missing the paper that says the date and her name, to which she would say, what the fuck? You didn't say that. Like, you didn't specify.
No, oh my god. Lads, she is just actually naturally this stupid. Like, I understand now why she took it so personally. Because she is actually that stupid. I thought that she was exaggerating, but no, she is actually just this daft. Holy shit.
For me to take it with it. Her Discord would then start infighting, right? Some people were on Cha-Cha's side, some people weren't, and they would just start like going at each other's throats, and she would just stop participating.
Can we give her a lobotomy? What do you mean give her a lobotomy? She already has like 5. Holy shit, what do you want her to be? A fucking sea sponge? She might even forget to breathe. Not enough. She has more than enough. Holy shit.
Conversation. So yeah, here's the image of her sitting down because again, if she stands up, she'll just faint, guys. Here's the hospital one. Is it the same?
I yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Like, it's entirely possible that the thing is that it's been a few days, right? Like, your hair does fade, but not this quick. Like, even the root doesn't seem... no. That's a no from me, Chief. I'm sorry. That's a no from me. Also, stop chewing your nails. It looks ugly.
same shade, up to you to decide. But one thing is for certain, this image is really weird. I don't
You think it's AI? Wait, can I look at the fingers? We don't see the top of the... It's strange because here, you can't see it because of chat. But wait. Like here, it's trimmed really fucking tiny, right? And over here, it's also trimmed really fucking tiny. And you don't see the top for these ones. But on the other picture, with the
But one thing
numbers,
is
she has like big nails. So it's either that she's... Ooh. I wonder if it's AI. Like, look at that. You see that around the neck, how smooth it is? Look at the arm. Well, what about the arm? The arm is... Arm? The right side? Which one's the right side? This one? The line? What line? The arm is perfectly straight. I just assumed because she's fat. Like, I don't know, maybe fat people have that kind of arm. I mean, I guess. No, that arm is possible. Yeah, it's, I don't know, like, maybe she's just a little bit on the chonker side. Like, what the fuck do I know? What for me is like, this line is so sharp and crisp, and the nail is strange. And the hair is, I don't, dude, I am rotted with AI. I don't know anymore. Everything is AI.
for certain, this image is really weird. I don't know why you would write the date like this. Look, I can maybe say that this is a 19, right? This could be excused as a 1. But then you have 3 different
I
lines.
don't trust anything anymore.
What do they signify? That doesn't look like an 11 to me. It looks like 119. Not a single
Do you think that she literally wrote it in like, generate a picture of a pink-haired girl holding up something in front of her face? Like, does ChatGPT do that? Or something?
reply here was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Everyone was like, dude, what did you even write? Like, what? This is January 2009? Like, what kind of date is this? It only made her look way worse. And then just as you thought that things couldn't get way crazier than this, she would make a tweet because, of course, she lacks self-awareness entirely. She'd say, if anybody wants to help with lawyer fees, and would link her stream elements in order to get donations. Yes, that's the tweet. This came out of nowhere. What
Lawyer fees. What? Why? Who is someone suing someone? Did I miss it? What are the lawyer fees for? Why do we need that? What the hell?
lawyer fees? Who are you suing? What are you talking about? It would only be the next day in which she would finally specify what she's raising lawyer funds.
Oh no, you plan. See, this vicious bitch. I'm sorry, but she is a vicious bitch. You are in the wrong and you are still trying to sue someone? Oh, you pathetic piece of shit. Get a life. She's suing to get the floor. She ain't gonna fuck you, little bro. He ain't gonna fuck you. You cannot get the floor. I'm sorry. He ain't gonna do it.
For saying, for those that wanted me to specify, I plan on taking Apollo to court and suing her for slander and defamation.
Why does she hate Apollo so much?
Wasn't Apollo the one who said that in her previous life she posted the revenge porn and whatnot? I think that's why.
She has stated many false things about me with no evidence to back these claims up. Apollo would then quote tweet that and say, I hope you do, that would be so funny. Now, I don't know what could have possibly changed Cha-Cha Chilla's mind here, but shortly after...
Well, wild guess, maybe she has, you know, evidence, and maybe she would be in big trouble. And also, this person is like 99% just air. Just like her big head deflating every time she opens her mouth.
Afterwards, she would delete that tweet. She would also delete the tweet in which she was asking for lawyer fees, right? And the funny thing here is that if she actually were to sue, which, come on, everyone knew that would never happen, the burden of proof would actually fall upon her. She...
Wait, is that a... Is that a Cinder quote? What? Wait, hold up. I heard that line. Wait, is that a throwback? Oh my god.
would have to prove that she's innocent, right? And so far, she's
Yeah, I'm having a fucking deja vu. What the fuck?
been doing a terrible job at this. Man, it's insane what delusion and narcissism can do. In any case, Flork would end this by
crazy.
saying, okay, folks, while I deeply appreciate the support, the matter is done and over with now. There's no need to continue with it. Let's not tell someone to KYS, let's lower the temperature. What's done is done and the matter is over. I wish it didn't get to that point, but it is what it is. I wouldn't wish anyone getting to a mental breaking point. Cha-Cha, I don't know what drove you to
Flork
all
is
this.
too
You get the help you need
nice,
and move on.
yeah.
You can't keep doing this in public, getting backlash when people defend themselves and then get to this point. He would then go ahead and say that he does forgive her, but hopes that she evaluates if this stuff is right for her. He hopes that she can get help. At Free, the one who was also blamed by Cha-Cha, would say, I have a lot of incredibly sweet DMs. Thank you for checking up on me. I promise normally I'm a silly little bug and I'll get back to that soon. More than anything, I think we should celebrate the incredible job Lucia and the team did. You guys navigated unknown terrain and made sure that everyone was having
It's
a
just
blast.
business.
Sometimes
Yeah.
literally. Cheers to the next one. We live, we learn, we entertain. She would then express how lucky she is to have her agency, SVA, and that she couldn't imagine going through this as an independent
No.
VTuber. So yeah, this whole thing was just wild, a complete roller coaster of emotions, and just like any big problem that blows out of proportion.
Can we normalize just taking accountability instead of pulling the BRB taking my life ill post the image of me in the hospital over the smallest thing? Bro, I should take some pictures in the hospital too, just like in case someone tries to like cancel me. It's like someone just calls me stupid and it's just, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm sorry.
In many of my videos, just on Twitter in general,
Yeah, the
it
backup
could have ended
plan.
way earlier if the person involved had just apologized and taken a step back. Cha-Cha Chilla isn't some random
I will raise you. I think it would have been more than enough just to shut the fuck up, like roughly when we were like around here. Like when Flork like started posting it, all you had to do is just shut the fuck up and move on. You don't even need to apologize. Just who the fuck cares? Move on. That's it.
VTuber. This is someone with past history who has hurt people deeply. The good news, though, is that their new attempt to reinvent themselves has completely failed, and she'll probably make another account in the coming year or something, I don't know. If there's one silver lining here, is that it did raise awareness on Sock's agency, on the fact that its own
Hooray!
CEO will defend his talents like no one else. That's a really cool thing to have. At the same time, it also did raise more awareness on the efforts of Lucia and Orisa when it came to making that server. Hopefully next time, it'll be even bigger and better and won't have any problematic people involved. And finally, when it comes to Cha-Cha Chilla, the last tweet you can see on her feed was
You know, it's kind of funny because this shade of... You know what this looks like? This looks like she has brown hair and just color changed it, like with an app or something. Because you see, in between the pictures, she still has brown hair. This shade of pink is not a kind of shade of pink that you just get on Photoshop. Yeah. It's either Photoshop, but there are like these filters on like TikTok and whatever, and you can see like around here, her hair is entirely brown. Although you're right, this might be a Photoshop job because it's very sloppy. Filters do it better. This actually looks like she just kind of like painted it a little bit here, a little bit there, and called it a day. Yeah.
If Flork turns out like Gunrun, I'm quitting Vtubers, man.
No, listen, you have to wait for me to make like an agency, and then we will launch an NFT, and then we will rock pull it, and then I will run my way out to another country, and then you can quit, okay? Yeah, and lamps.
her saying that she has pink hair and that the brown hair is a wig. However, she did make another tweet along the lines of, I've seen many people say that I should get a real job, but I'm disabled, blah, 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 really pushing the whole disabled narrative even further. But she deleted that tweet, and I had no time to take a screenshot of it. However, we can still see her talking about this in the replies. Someone said, okay, you can't do a physical job, then get a desk job, to which she would say, are you...
I feel so sad for people like this. Because these people will never actually see that the problem is them. That, hey, maybe I should better myself to achieve something in my life. It's just easier to call people out and just like get them into trouble. I think this person is a very small and depressing person. Jesus Christ. I would hate to look into the mirror if I would be this person. And not because she has disability or anything. It's just because this person has the emotional maturity of like a toddler. And also she's very fucking dumb. It's very depressing, actually.
Going to pay for my college degree. She hasn't learned a single thing. She hasn't apologized to a single person. And overall, she's absolutely...
She's just a bad person. I will be honest with you. She is an unskilled, untalented person who is not even likable. That's rough. It's actually rough.
hopeless. It's incredible what some people will do instead of just saying sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this roller coaster, train wreck, nuclear
And
bomb.
the sex pest? Oh yeah, and she wants the Flork. Bruh. Ah, poor Flork.
Until the end. I really appreciate it. I also wanted to quickly mention that GamerSubs has a new drop right now, and it looks really cool. So if you're interested, make sure to use the code Mujin for 10% off your total order. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. And
Look at him. He's French. You see this? You see this Frenchening? The French is Frenchily. God damn it. He was the chosen one. That's just, yeah, that's so sad. This is more sad than the entire video.
and please take care until then.
You saw yours too? I am not French.
Love you. Mwah.
You held the door open for me? How dare you assume I can't open it myself? True. Cisco, you're so normal. Ah, I knew it. So long. Meow. What do you mean, no, I'm not? Hello? What the fuck? You guys said that there's memes? Oh my god, a white page.